Well, we got another video here from the Lair. The Lair. I had some people ask me to cover some stuff that's been going on in this week in regards to after the President Trump took office, and they want to hear my take on it, so here it is. First thing that I've noticed, some of the popular stories out there is Trump's war with the media. Well, I don't know, you were all out there, you saw the television coverage and, I don't know, all the commercials, and every person that spoke, or virtually all of them, were bad-mouthing Trump. And, you know, I mean, almost a year of of those false polls, and, you know, and then, oh yeah, the fake news that you guys brought up. I mean, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I guess there is fake news stories out there, but when you get fake stories from the actual legitimate media, who's really the fake story? Remember the Benghazi bullshit that went down, and how the media and the White House blamed it all on some dude who made a video? I'm sorry, but when you're having a protest, people don't show up with mortars, with ammo, and use it against you effectively. That's not a protest, it's called an attack. Another thing I noticed, that the media is making the claim that, you know, Trump is at war with the media. Okay, they got that. But they're also claiming that they really can't trust any of the information he's giving them. All right. So, well, this is my take on the whole thing. Just, I'm going to boil it all down to the basic essence is kick the goddamn news media off the property, make a move across the goddamn street, cut them off completely, and let them fight for the scraps of information that they can get. And I can guarantee you they'll warp that shit too, because that's what they do. All right, moving on. So in hypothetical land, let's put it like this. If Trump had his email cracked and it was taken during the election or before the election, and they were releasing 10,000 to 20,000 emails to the general public a day, I mean, the amount of outrage that would have taken place would have been phenomenal. I mean, oh my God, what a tidal wave of bullshit that would have been. But, you know, hey, they broke into the DNC and got their emails and released those, about, you know, 10 to 20,000 a day. And for some of the material in those emails, they really got very little coverage by the mainstream media. There was all kinds of crazy shit in those emails. If you take the time just to open them up and read through them, I mean, it is an absolute horror of lies and deceit. And, you know, the Democratic National Committee did it. You see exactly how they operate and what their modus operandi is. The pink hats, women protests. All right. I really don't understand what all of these women are protesting about, other than the fact that a large majority of them have been duped by, again, the media into believing a bunch of false-ass bullshit. Okay, well, for instance, I believe it was, some of the stats I saw was 4.6 million women were taking to the streets and protesting over the past week. They all wore their pink hats. And if you're a dude and you got your picture taken in that crowd wearing a pink hat, you are a mangina white knight idiot. You need to distance yourself from that shit 100%, or you're doomed to spend, I don't know, the rest of your life in the friend zone. Winning new. Let's see. The next one is... they brought up the points that not only do they want to, you know, this is not only a woman protest or a defiance against Donald Trump, but they brought in the immigration, the Earth people who, you know, who believe in, you know, I don't know, global warming. It's insane. Global warming. Okay. Do I think the weather's changing? Yes, but we've only been tracking it for 100 years. And we really don't know what effect it's going to have. And chances are, when Mother Nature's done with us, she'll flick us off this goddamn planet like a wet booger. That's just how it's going to go. And we won't be able to do anything about it. Okay, so they also brought in the anti-bigotry, the LGBT, the Islam, the Islamophobes. They're throwing it all into one pot, and I mean, what the fuck? Are they just that desperate, or they just don't have a pot to throw the piss out? I mean, they're weaving it all together in this quagmire of bullshit. Okay, and these women are protesting things that just aren't really there, like stating we live in a rape culture. Well, in the Western world, if a woman points her finger at you and says you raped her, you're guilty until you're proven innocent. Look at Brad Pitt. I mean, his crazy soon-to-be ex-wife pointed a finger at him, and now he had to get drug tested, alcohol tested. He's got to take a breathalyzer, and I don't know. He's got to have supervised visitations with his children, which is bullshit. I will be doing a video on that down the road because it's fucking infuriating. Edit that out. Let's see. Let's just go through all the shit that these women have, okay? In the Constitution, you have the right to face your accuser, unless you're accused of rape, and she can get out of it with her rape shield laws. And then you have VAWA coming in, which, you know, you get a protective order against you because she feels that she might be a little endangered or is not comfortable. They suspend your constitutional rights, and if you work as a cop or in the army, your career is pretty much just over. It's, you know, it's called the Lautenberg Amendment, is what they call it. And let's see, women get to Section 8. They get the WIC. They get money for up to 7 years. Holy crap, they want their abortions paid for. And not only do they want their abortions paid for, but they want people to escort them in because they don't want to have a negative experience. I'm sorry, you know, I'm older now, and I like my kids, and I think destroying one for your selfish pursuits is pretty much evil and selfish. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure there are people who have, you know, legitimate reasons, like a tubular pregnancy, or maybe the child is, you know, not going to make it, or it's just going to be a big clusterfuck. You know, I support it in that. Or if, I don't know, the baby and the mother's immune systems aren't working, and one's going to die, you know, go with the mother, you know, save her, and it is what it is. I mean, those are questions way above my pay grade, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I love how feminism has basically changed the definition of rape over the past 40 years. In the 70s, if you were convicted of a beat-down true rape, they'll stretch your neck. They'll kill your ass. And now it's been watered down so much that it covers such a big spectrum. Hell, you stand next to a woman in an elevator and her boobs rub on you, and you're in front of the judge for sexual assault. Jesus Christ. All right, that's it for that. The pink hat bullshit. And my final one is this. The repeal of Obamacare. Well, if we all remember, that law was thousands and thousands of pages long. And people did not have enough time to respond to it. And are we surprised that it's fucked up now? Edit that out. So, you know, Trump signed an executive order to basically, you know, he's starting his movement against removing Obamacare. Do I think in the Constitution people have a right to free health care? No. You do not have the right to somebody else's services unless, I don't know, we go back to being a slave. But, you know, we fought a civil war over that, so that's not going to happen. Now, this is a big thing that they'd have to do if they really want to make healthcare more affordable for everybody. And they basically got to bring an end to these ambulance chasers, pass some laws that cap, you know, all of these malpractice awards. I mean, medicine is a pretty hokey thing, all right? You can give 5 people the exact same treatment for the exact same thing, and you can get 5 different outcomes, all right? It's neither here nor there. When your time is up, it's up. Now, that's barring any, you know, deliberate bullshit, which could be handled on the criminal side, which is completely different. yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Now, are there a lot of people out there who are sick and they have pre-existing conditions? Yes. But in all actuality, if you want to bring them in and cover them, you need to bring the lawsuits to an end and cap the damages, because everyone's paying the price. All right, I think that's it for me today, or this week. I might do another one in a few days. We'll see. Hey, send me your questions or anything you want me to talk about in my lair, so I can cover it. I had some people ask about the Warhammers there. They're battle-ready Warhammers, and I got them one night when I was, zombie shopping on Ambien and booze. I do that from time to time. But it's kind of fun, because you get all these packages and you really don't know what they are until you open them. So it's like your birthday all year round. All right, that's Terrence Popp here. Take it easy and be safe. Out.